Happy New Year, folks. It is Thursday, January 2nd. The time right now is 3:11 p.m. and the temperature is about 0 degrees Celsius. And that was a very slow-moving 32C Eglinton West bus I was just on. And my plan was to start this video from Eglinton West Station, which will eventually be renamed Cedarvale Station. But after spending about 10 minutes sitting in traffic between Bathurst and this spot, I gave up and decided to hop out of the bus, which ironically is moving along a bit better now. But in this one, I'm going to be making my way south from Eglinton here. I'm going to wave to that driver. And we'll be going down to Cedarvale Park and then going for a walk through the Cedarvale Ravine. So a bit of a nature walk is on order for today. The first daytime video I recorded in 2025. It looks like I would have been in the station in a couple of minutes. Oh well. This is very similar to a route I took back in April of 2001. That was the last time I walked through here, I think. There's someone driving like an idiot just to cut in front of a truck. They went left around a bunch of traffic just to move up about 8 cars. That's Toronto for you. And this area is always a bit of a mess traffic-wise, as this is where the Allen Road comes to an end. It runs north of Eglinton. And that is Eglinton West Station just over there. If I were to keep walking straight, we'd be in the Little Jamaica neighborhood. Well, my phone says 0, but it feels closer to -10. I'm actually going to slide my gloves on. That might have been the bus I was on. Oh well, we'll do an Eglinton West Station tour in a future video as my camera shoots up. I'm just trying to put on my gloves. So I apologize for some of the janky camera work. But look at all these giant entrances to Cedarvale Station. There's one right there, one over there on the northwest corner. There's the main entrance, and another one way over there. I've commented before on the less than stellar land use incorporated by Metrolinx. And that is a line that should have opened years and years ago. It's been under construction for over 14 years. But we are in the Cedarvale neighborhood. So 2 blocks south of here, Cedarvale Park begins. We'll see some of the residential area before that. And my plan is to do a live stream after this. I've been fiddling with my live streaming setup. I'm gonna try to do one in 1440p at a much higher bit rate than I've ever pushed before in a stream. Look at that, nice blue skies. And we lose our sidewalk on the side of the street. This is a really nice corner home. And this street here is Everton Road. I just accidentally flipped the camera around on that note. I uploaded a very different kind of video for today. It was a quote-unquote vlog style video, so if you haven't checked that out, you can find that on the channel. It'll be the video published before this one. It's been fun reading through the comments on that video. It was kind of fun making it. Normally my videos don't have any cuts or edits in them. I just go for a walk, do an animated map, usually, and fix the audio. But that video had over 100 cuts in it. And I was using multiple cameras for a lot of it, so it's definitely a more intensive editing experience than I usually do. There's Cedarvale Park. So I'll walk through here and this will lead us through the ravine. But during the 60s and 70s, there was a plan to build an expressway that would have gone right down this street here pretty much and ripped through the park and the Cedarvale Ravine, which is just south of it. But fortunately that was stopped, and that would have gone south, whizzing past Casaloma and right through what we know as modern Chinatown. It would have been quite the disaster for the city had it have been built. A lot of neighborhoods and natural areas would have been lost. It's worth noting the subway does run underneath where I'm walking right now. Sure why my boot is making a little bit of a popping sound every step. I don't know if the mic is picking that up or not. We did get snow flurries this morning, but we haven't had much snow. I was gonna say this year, but this year is quite literally a day and a half old. But this park covers about 35 acres. There's even an area where people like to play cricket coming up just ahead. And it's been known to host community events, farmers markets, and various outdoor activities. There's a soccer field up ahead. There's tennis courts. I think there's a big off-leash area for dogs. And it's going to lead us into the Cedarvale Ravine. And that is going to take us right to St Clair West Station. So my original title of this video is going to be Eglinton West Station to St Clair West Station. Now it's just going to be Eglinton to St Clair West. I think there's an emergency exit for the subway just up here on the right. There have been coyotes spotted in this park in the past. There's tennis courts. And way off in the distance, in the center of the shot, you'll find the CN Tower. There's a baseball field with a rather short porch to left field. Can't imagine any type of competitive baseball being played there, at least not anyone older than 12. Otherwise, they'd just be cranking them out to this other field all day. I think this is the subway emergency exit, just straight ahead here. There's the big off-leash area for dogs. Down here is a large bowl, well, where you'll see people tobogganing in the winter. And you'll see the infield where people use to play cricket. There's a guy doing some push-ups with his doggy over there. There's the Markdale emergency exit. Toboggan Hill open during daylight hours. There's a sign there saying beware of coyotes. There's a public arena over there, and they have outdoor skating as well. You hear the sounds of people playing hockey. And what a big off-leash area for the doggos to run around. And into the ravine we go. This runs from Cedarvale Park down to St Clair West, or at least St Clair West Station on Chichester Road. There's a combination of dirt and gravel trails through here. And in addition to coyotes, you might see the odd fox or raccoon in here as well. There's people in there. Looks like they're building some kind of fort. Toronto actually has the largest ravine system, I think, of any major city in the world. This is just one of several. And this is the Glen Cedar Bridge, built in the 30s and restored in 1989. That spans over the ravine and it connects the residential areas on either side. Some neat art under here. There's a pretty big staircase over there. But the area around here was primarily agricultural throughout the 1800s. And it turned into a bit of a suburban development. I think around 1912 is when that started. I may have played the video I watch or I recorded through here back in 2001. So I was doing some work earlier today. So you could say my research for this video consisted of me watching my own video. I wonder if I tied my boot up too tight or something. It's making it make that pop sound on every step. It sounds like the rubber sole. It's only on my left boot. And if the microphone's not picking it up, you're gonna have no idea what the heck I'm talking about. A lot of these homes have a really nice serene backyard backing into a ravine. And that up ahead, I think, is Bathurst Street. So we are kind of walking southeast here. I'm pretty sure that's Bathurst Street. I can't think of what else that would be. If you want to see more of these nature style walks on the channel, do let me know down in the comments. I do them every now and then. I think my favorite ravine to walk through is the Glen Stewart Ravine. That leads down into the beaches. The Pink Panther. This is a wildlife area where birds and other animals nest. Please keep your dog on leash at all times. What if it's not your dog? You still have to leash it? I think it should say, please keep all dogs on a leash to avoid any loopholes. It's not my dog, it's my wife's dog. Therefore, I don't have to leash it. It's a completely different world up there on Bathurst Street. And at some point, very soon, we're going to start hiking out of the ravine. My boot has gone full popping sound now. I have to take a close look at this thing. These are, or were quickly becoming some of my favorite footwear ever. It's a very expensive residential area. To the left, one that sits alongside the very affluent Forest Hill neighborhood. There we go. We're going to begin, or we are beginning, our ascent up and out of the ravine. And this ravine really continues south of here, just south of St. Clair, in what's called the Nordheimer Ravine. That cuts down alongside the Rathnelly neighborhood, and that'll kick you out north of DuPont. Done a few walks through there somewhat recently. This is Chichester. And when I was growing up, my grandparents lived at a building just over there, so I was in this area rather frequently. There's an entrance with elevator access to St. Clair West Station there. But we have made it to what I think is the end, as there is St. Mike's over there. I hope you enjoyed this first naturey walk of 2025. Do let me know your thoughts and comments down below if you wish to support what I do. There's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. I'm going to wrap this one up and set up for a live stream. Also gonna take this boot off and put it back on again, see if I can figure out that mystery popping sound. Anywho, thanks for watching, guys. Yoink, and Happy New Year.